Hello, beautiful people. I actually just got home. I hosted a workshop and then I went to go pick up some food and now I came home. So I'm tired. I kind of did not want to do this video. I got like all kinds of nerves going through me, but I remember my commitment. And then I also think about, the situation that I am and how helpful it is to have resources. So, it also helped me reconnect to why I'm doing this and why I'm sharing my journey. So, with that being said, I am here. This is my night before my first round of chemo. So I got all kinds of feels like going through me right about now. A bunch of nervousness, a bunch of what to expect, what's gonna be on the other side, a bunch of anxiousness because I do need to um prepared. Like I still gotta prep my bag. I worked tonight. Initially, I had the day, um, I had my day where I'm like, okay, I will be able to get everything prepared, go grocery shopping, um, get everything done for my session. And I did. I went out earlier to get it done, but unfortunately, I got stuck at this one store for probably like an hour and 20 minutes, and I wasn't able to get everything that I need. So I will have to wake up early in the morning and go get stuff done. So anyway, yeah, I don't feel like doing the introduction. Y'all want to know who I am, go look at my other videos, please. But I am... Last night I talked about the surgery, and how it was a success and how I still have my boobs and how I was an advocate for myself. There was another thing that consumed the day too, is I ended up having a last minute doctor's appointment because I am preparing for my first round of chemo for tomorrow, right? And I'm glad I went. I am glad that I went. They took my bandages off from my port, so I still got my sterile strips, but it's not as bad. You guys can see the scar from the old port that was put in. But anyway, let's see. What did I want to share today? I don't know. I kind of feel sad. I kind of feel nervous, so I don't feel like as inspirational as, I normally am. Whew. It's a lot of like newness and what's going to happen, and yeah. I hope I come back on here tomorrow and I'll be like, I'm good. That was so much easier than I expected. Like, I feel good. They said you don't feel this and that, and I don't feel any of that. I hope. But anyway, now I shared yesterday about the surgery, so let me fill in the gaps of how I got here to where I am now. So surgery was a success. They were able to remove the margins. Remove the mass, and they said that it was like half the size of my palm, so it was much bigger than they had anticipated. But then they also removed the margins around it. Everything came back clear. Thinking that, we're in the go, we're in the good. They tested it for the type of cancer that it was. It was very an aggressive form. Inside this tumor, inside the mass that they took out, it was several different specks of invasive cancer. Luckily it had not spread to my lymph nodes. So fast forward to my follow-up appointment, they told me during the appointment that one of the tests came back inconclusive, and that if it came back positive for HER2, that I would have to have chemo. So I was set on pins and needles for the next 3 days. Otherwise, I would have went straight into radiation and had radiation for 6 weeks. And then I would have went on to hormonal therapy, because mine was 96% estrogen positive, which means that 96% of the cancer came from high estrogen levels, which I do know a part of it that contributed to it, which was me taking red clover for many years. But I took red clover to balance out my hormones, not knowing that it could, trigger breast cancer or that it would. So, anyway, test came back. They told me that it was HER2 positive, which means I need chemo. So, the explanation that they gave me was there could be microscopic cells of cancer throughout my body. And because it's HER2 doesn't travel the normal path where, it's in one area and then it goes here, like HER2 can pop up anywhere. So to alleviate the rate of reoccurrence, they suggested chemo. Not suggested, recommended, whatever you want to call it. So because just like I told you yesterday, getting several opinions. So I'm like, okay. Initially, I was just gonna go with what the first doctor told me, the oncologist that I wanted to go with, and he suggested that I get another opinion, and I did. And I went and I got another opinion, and they told me something totally different than what he did. One thing's for sure though, I ended up with 5 different opinions. All 5 of them stated that I needed chemo and that I needed these 2 drugs, or at least the HER2, Herceptin, to fight the HER2, whatever. But with what was the difference? So it's TCHP, yeah, was one regimen, and this is for those who's been along the cancer journey. I don't even know like how much of this to share or what, but there's also an option of Taxol, I think it was, with the Herceptin and Perjeta. Yeah, so it's actually a lot, and I'm still processing. So maybe this will be something that I come back and I talk about when I have like more information, because it's overwhelming. But one thing that I can say, out of the 5 doctors, 3 of them recommended the more aggressive form of chemo. 2 of them recommended the less aggressive form of chemo. And it was hard for me to decide which one. Another hard thing that I had to come to terms with was no more children. The possibility of me not being able to conceive, and like me going into menopause after chemotherapy, because of chemotherapy. Sorry, my energy is low, y'all, but y'all just getting a real raw, uncut version of where I am right now. And I'm tired because I just had a workshop. There was a lot of energy and teaching and so on and so forth. And today has just been busy and nonstop and back to back to back. So it's a number of different things going on here. So anyway, I hope y'all can still hear me. So let me just share this and then yeah. But so I started going through fertility preservation, and it was just a lot that my body was gonna have to go through to get an embryo. And initially they told me it was only a 39% chance that I could have a successful pregnancy after going through that. But after they tested, they just based that up on age, but after they did specific tests, they ended up coming back and saying, oh, okay, you got a 79% chance. But yeah, just with time and stuff like that, I'm like, after, I got 4 kids, 4 beautiful kids, and to risk it all, I'm like, I just don't feel like doing that. So I decided against fertility preservation. So that's that. Then I had to do more research on, the side effects from the medicine and which one I should take. But kind of what ended up happening is, because I found that other mass on my breast, it kind of scared me, with, I don't want to go through this again a couple of years down the line. Like, let's just handle this now. and go from there. So I am going to go with the more aggressive form of chemo. Luckily, I only have to do 4 rounds as opposed to with the other one, it was 12. Yeah. So that's where I am. And what you see me doing now is there's so many different moving components when it comes down to chemo. Um, I don't order sweet. What is this? Oh, shower caddy. But what I'm doing now is one of the things that happens with chemo is neuropathy, I think it's called. And it's actually where chemo will damage the nerves in your fingers and toes. So here I have, what are these called? I don't know what it's called. Cold therapy socks, hand ice pack gloves. So I gotta go put them in the freezer, and then I'll take them with me tomorrow while I'm getting therapy. I will put these on. My chemotherapy is actually set for they told me to expect to be there for 7 hours. So we'll see if I have the energy to come back on here tomorrow, provide an update and how I'm feeling and so on and so forth. Hopefully I will be able to, and hopefully I'll be okay. And that's the biggest thing. Let me see. I don't have my glasses on. I've been staring at the computer screen all day. Kind of got a headache, but I'm about to read this comment. Hey, beautiful. It's your cousin's friend. Standing with you in the spirit as a sister survivor. Did you ask about scalp cooling to preserve your hair? Yes, I did. My mom is actually on her way over to braid my hair now. I'm so glad to see that you have cold therapy socks and mittens. It worked for me. Yay. Who do you know me personally? Like, can you reach out to me? Because I would love. Did you do the scalp cooling? But I would love to connect with you, because that's what we're a little bit confused about now with braiding my hair and how it should be, and what I can use in my hair, what I shouldn't use in my hair. I am going to a place where they service predominantly white people, so they've never dealt with black hair before, so they really don't know. She just told me to bring grease and put it on the ends of my hair, and I'm like, I'm confused. So my cousin's friend, can you please get my number from my cousin? Oh, yes. Okay. I do have your number. Okay. No. Okay, I'm gonna call you as soon, if it's okay. Can I call you as soon as I get off? Yes, I remember. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you went with the lighter. Okay, perfect. I'll call you as soon as I get off here. I'm so hungry, I'm so sleepy, I'm so all of that. But I know that you went with the lighter dose, and I opted for the heavier one just because I do have another mass in my breast. They told me something about a spot on my eye. I just don't want to deal with the shit. Like, just rinse it all out. Let's get over this. And it's around the same time frame or whatever, but that's what I'll be doing. So, okay. I don't think you did the scalp cooling, did you? No, you just cut your hair off, I think. Anyway, I'm going to give you a call. So, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm exhausted. I'm overwhelmed. And that's it. This is a real raw, uncut moment. You see me struggling. I did, yeah, 4 rounds of chemo. So you did the more aggressive one then? 4 rounds? So you did the more aggressive one. Not the Taxol. Okay, I can't wait to call you. So y'all, if they see me talking to you on here, I'm about to get ready and call you. And you guys, this is what I said in my other video. It's so important to have support. And that's why I'm sharing this, as much as uncomfortable as it is. I am sharing this because it's moments like this. Like, you guys get to see this in action. Like, me being here confused and I don't know what to do. And then somebody who came on here who I met before we met July, and she's been through it, and it's helpful to have somebody to guide you and walk you through, especially if they've been through it. Somebody who can relate, who been down this road and been down this journey. So, okay, I am about to sign off so I can go and utilize my resources and get the information that I need so that I can have a successful day tomorrow. Some relief. But I forgot what my point was in this message. So I'll pick it back up tomorrow. But this is a good one. You see how important it is to have support. But yeah, that's my whole journey and how I got here with the recommendation for chemo. I said 5 different opinions. 3 of them recommended the harsher one. 2 of them recommended a more easier form of chemo. I opted for the more harsh one, even though they came back and said that the mass in my breast is not cancerous. I still don't want to deal with it. I don't want to be paranoid. I want to increase my odds of it not coming back at all. So this is where I am. That's the decision that I made. You make the decision that's right for you. Do your best to have peace with it. I'm still working on that. But okay, I'm sending y'all so much love, and I hope y'all have